لا في عندك مشاكل ستريم شغال وهذا شغال على السكرين لما تبدل قوي تحول انا ما بشتغل شيء الحين الموضوع مسحبني عشان اشتغل بعدين راح اشغل الصغير هذا بشغل
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Saturn Opposition. We welcome you all. Sorry for a little bit delayed start of things. You see that we have amazing gears being set up for the observation. So we start with welcoming you all to this event, and as we go in progress, we are expecting more people to come down. So that's why we're giving them a little bit of chance to just hold that. But anyhow, I'm going to start now and start to explain what we are to witness and our program of today. First, I would like to show you our agenda of today. The content, we're going to discuss about what is the opposition and how we're going to observe it. Just move my chair out from here. What will you observe? What's to be expected? And then we're going to move to the other object we can observe with our telescopes. And then we're going to give you a very brief introduction to the Dubai Astronomy Group. And after that, we're going to show you some of our future coming project, which is the Dubai Astronomy Center. Moving to membership of the Dubai Astronomy Group, we are giving you a very new scheme, well packed with actions and attractions. Going to that, how to get and avail the services, and then we're going to make a draw, and we're going to discuss about Keystone, telescope and binoculars, and then a special thanks to all of you for participating with us. The program goes as simple as this. What is the opposition? We are talking about today a Saturn, which is the planet with the rings. Usually we will call it the planet which nicknamed with the Lord of the Ring kind of things to record the ring. So what is the opposition? Opposition is a very basic phenomenon that we see that Earth and Saturn are on the same side, opposite to the Sun, okay? But in direct nearest distance they can get in their orbit. Now this happens every year, but sometimes it's very close and sometimes a little bit far. This time we are looking at it a bit better and closer. So what does that stands for? It stands for the best view of the Saturn. So when we are looking at planet Saturn, we can see it very, very clearly. And that's exactly what's going to happen tonight. So we have 4 telescopes here being set up for you to observe the planet Saturn, inshallah. Starting with the first telescope there, which is exactly look like this one which we have here. It have amazing new technology. I'm going to show you the planet Saturn, then the big one, 12-inch, then coming down to the 8-inch. And for the kids especially, we have a small refractor telescope here, which they can observe easily. No need for them to hand it over to our board, so they can just view it very, very clearly. So the best view of Saturn we're going to have tonight? Yes. I mean, it's not exactly tonight, but it is tonight that the easiest will be there. But this opposition will continue to be like 4 or 5 days, as exactly we are witnessing also the 2 weeks back we had the Mars opposition. So Mars is looking so also beautiful till now, and we can show you inshallah later on in the night with some of the telescopes you can observe the planet Mars. So what else we can observe tonight? Before I go there, what we will be seeing for the telescopes, the following picture. Look at the picture here. It's beautiful planet, which is the circle in the center, and then we have a circle around it. That's the ring of Saturn. Saturn is a huge gas giant. Means there's no solid surface. If we try to land on Saturn, we'll not go to reach to a level where we are landing on the ground. It's all gases. So this is a giant gas. It's so big that it can take 900 Earth inside it. It's not a small planet, it's really gigantic. And the rings which we see around it is actually made of ice chunks. Ice chunks, actually this ring was one small moon. It came so close that the gravity of the Saturn broke it to pieces, and that chunks have collided with each other and created for us the disk, the beautiful disk which we see on the screen. Now this disk is very thin, almost like a kilometer, but very wide, so wide it's thousands of miles, kilometers wide. That's why we see it in very nice and very beautiful angle, like the one which we are looking at the screen, almost like 23 to 26 degrees, where the full glory of the rings can be visible, and we can see even with a sharp level, people who have sharp eyes, then we can see the gap which is called the Cassini division. Now, as we see the planet in this beauty, you might be able to also observe some light circle on the disk of the Saturn itself. It represents the bands of atmosphere, which is circling the Saturn itself. It's kind of atmospheric bands. It's a turbulence in the atmosphere itself. And that's the thing which is basically about the planet. And then we can see also moons. Some tiny things would be glimpsing around the Saturn. It could be a kind of dot or two. The brightest one is a moon called Titan. Titan is the biggest moon of the Saturn. It's almost like double the size of our moon, and it have a thick atmosphere, which the moon have the atmosphere. Huh? The moon of Saturn have an atmosphere thicker than our atmosphere by 70 times, and it's mostly made of methane. Okay, previously we used to joke something very, general, that people who smoke, they are not allowed to go to Titan because they're going to burn the whole planet, the whole moon, because it's a methane, the gas which we're using in the cooking. That's kind of thing we're talking about here. So that's regarding what we'll be observing tonight with the telescopes we have. Definitely I'll be also transferring to you a live image through this telescope, which you can see on the screen. Now, moving furthermore now, we'll also can observe tonight the Mars, one of the stars we have beside it. It's called Antares, and also the planet Jupiter, which is the biggest giant in our sky. I'm going to point to them so you can see them clearly. Moving furthermore now, just talking about the Dubai Astronomy Group. What is the Dubai Astronomy Group and what we stand for? Okay, first thing, what we do. We are a non-profit organization, we are a society, we have our offices here, and we are preaching astronomy. So if you like to talk about astronomy, we are the right people for you. We are always available at your service. At any moment you would like to talk, learn, do anything about astronomy, we are at your disposal. When we started, we established our group in 1993 and announced it to the public after a bit while, because we were non-experienced. We gained experience through our learning and doing lots of things. So in year 2000 we announced the group as official and available for all the public. And now we have more than 7,000 members as a part of our saga of activities. And moving furthermore, we try our best to provide you the services of astronomy as much as we can. We show people the events, we do training courses, and the basic idea why we do it is actually the passion of me and all the people who are with me in this whole operation. My friends, there are many of my friends are working with us in the group in general, and we do have a lots of love toward this subject. So we try our best to pass on that infection of love of astronomy. And definitely astronomy is one of the best things in the world which one can be played with and love to practice it. Who don't like astronomy? I don't know anybody who doesn't like astronomy, just in general, even to know knowledge about it. Plus the astronomy is one of the cutting-edge technologies of science today. We have so much development, and again, our leaders in the UAE, alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, they have given us a very nice reason to go to the space and go to the Mars missions and things like that. So there is lots of why is involved with us. Now, going to when we do it, we are available here all the week time, plus the weekends also available, and we are doing lots of things throughout the week by observation. We have gears of equipments and instrumentation. We are teaching, we are learning, we are having training courses, we do astrophotography, we do lectures, we do courses. So many things we have which we do throughout the week, year. We have programs like 30 to 40 activities per year we do. Now, there is something special which I like to give you this slide. One of the things which we love to hear from you is your feedback, your suggestions, your ideas which you like to work with us or be involved with us. Guide us. We will never be able to develop ourselves without your support. Support of suggestions, support of ideas, support of at least just giving us encouragement. Okay, that's also very much appreciated. So we have a blank page to be taken from our reception desk here, and if you write your number, your email, your name, and give us your feedback, that will be very, very highly appreciated. And we're going to take it and number it and make a draw. You could win tonight a binocular, inshallah, for that. Okay, connect with us. Definitely you can, if you don't like to do it today, you can connect with us through our different medias or the social media we have. Our emails are available, our communication numbers are available. We'll be more than happy to serve you and listen to you. And definitely, again, I'm just emphasizing, if we communicate, definitely we can develop furthermore. Because what we are coming to, that's another attraction here. We are developing a very, very fascinating center. It's called Dubai Astronomy Center. This is at exactly the back of our offices here. It's a big center coming out. This will be a permanent building in this park. We'll be opening it in month of December this year. It will be available 24/7. It will have astronomy theater, big telescope for observation. It will have astronomy cafe, astronomy park. It will have 3D theater systems. It will have also a training area, academy kind of thing, a museum, and definitely a very, 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 very open area for all of us to get together very, very frequently and to do amazing, amazing things. Would you allow me to show you some video of this? I want to speak very briefly about why you would be looking to get the membership of the Dubai Astronomy Group. Dubai Astronomy Group, we are introducing very new scheme now tonight. This scheme will allow you to select different types of membership which will benefit you on different levels. But to start from the top one, which will give you a very, very unique perspective toward developing yourself. We are aiming through the membership of the Dubai Astronomy Group is to develop your passion, and also make you touch and feel the beauty of the astronomy. That also can give you the guideline to furthermore move on to what we call professionalism, if you're looking to have studies and things like that. And there are so many ways to go for that. You can see the detail about it. At the back, we have a special stand set up where you can go and get all the information you can about the membership. And there is amazing offers being offered at there. Simply fill the forms and get the application. Each application will get what we call a serial number at the moment now. And today we're going to have amazing chance to win a telescope or a binocular. Saying that, last time in Mars Opposition we had amazing draw, and unfortunately the winner was not available because of some reason, but we like to give her gift. So we like to call our member with her name. What's her name? Nasreen?
Yes.
Miss Nasreen? Congratulations. This is amazing things, and also your membership. Allah Yasir. This is a small token of our gratitude to be with us, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. I wish you all the best. Also, inshallah, tonight at around 10 o'clock, inshallah, 10:50. 10:30. 10:30 we're going to have a new draw, and we're going to offer a telescope and also binocular. So everybody who's going to register with us in the membership, they're going to have chance to win. Either the first draw will be for the telescope, second draw will be for a binocular. So this is just to attract you toward the best and the best offers that we are giving. And please feel free to ask any questions about the things which we are doing. People are there at the back to help you, our members. And we wish you a very good observation of tonight. And this is our communication connect numbers. Please feel free to communicate with us and ask anything you like to have. We are available today for your services, and we are always will be welcoming you all the time. And if you need any help, please do not hesitate. Let me just give you a brief about what's happening here. So again, you'll be going for observation. I want to take your comfort. Do not rush yourself. We have plenty of telescopes showing the object, only one object at the startup, which is the Saturn, planet Saturn. And in a brief, I'm going to show it to you also on the screen. So the first telescope, second telescope, third telescope, fourth telescopes have been set up for you to observe planet Saturn. Just queue up there comfortably. We would like to designate the first telescope for the gentlemen, so people can queue up there. But second one can be for the families, the third one could be for the ladies, and the last one we would prefer to give it to the children. Okay, now just to give you an idea, no need for you to hop up from telescope to telescope because all of them showing the same thing. Okay, so just let's give everybody a chance. So if we queue up 4 queues, people will start to see better and faster. Okay, after the queue finish, you can go and look as much as you like. It's all free of charge here, nothing is cost. But we have a small surprise. We have inside our observatory, and that is a unique device inside, 16-inch, the biggest one. And anybody would like to go inside to look, there will be a small fee just to organize the things up. So 5 dirham fee will be there for going inside and taking better look of Saturn. But that will start, when Shiraz?
9:15, 9:20.
We'll go to announce for it, and we'll go to open. If you want to buy the ticket for that, you can go from the services stands at the back and buy the tickets.
The tickets will be sold over here.
We're here. I think at the beginning of the queue, the tickets will be here. So you can buy the ticket to go inside and look better view, and also you can have a picture of that if you like in your mobile telephone. So that's from this side. Do you have any questions before I start to move to the live view on the screen? Any questions? No questions?
One question.
Sure.
If we have our own telescope, can you help us set it up?
Definitely, this is what we're here. That's definite. That's definite. If you feel that you have telescope and you like to have any help from us, that's one of the best things to do here. That's why we have the platform. We have all the part for us to play with that. So yeah, playing with telescopes is our job. More question? Yeah, sure.
Since Earth is in opposition to the Saturn, and it's in Scorpius constellation, so it means the Earth is also in Scorpius constellation. This one?
The word of the being in position in the sky, if we look at it from perspective of scientific, it doesn't have any significance. Means if the Earth is pointing towards Sagittarius or toward Scorpion or toward Libra, it's all sky. The thing is that it's passing out and we're observing the things out.
What I mean to say is that observer on Mars planet, and of course Saturn would be visible in Scorpius constellation to a person on Mars, right? So to a person on Mars, the Earth should be visible in the Scorpius constellation as well. Shouldn't it be?
Not exactly. If you're on Mars, for example, you'll be looking that Earth is here and Saturn is here. It's a bit opposite kind of thing. Exactly. Like for us, we have Venus now. Venus is where? Venus is near to the Sun.
Yes, it's very close.
Exactly. So it's different position, different will be according to the time, but it will not be exactly in the same direction. As we go out, things will internally, the internal planets will look the different way, and the external planet will be at the other way. Otherwise, because if Earth was behind Mars, yes, it will be on the same side. Just like for us, Mars and Saturn in the same direction, because they are outside of us. They are in Scorpion constellation. Okay? Any more questions? Shall we open the doors for the observation? Okay. Yes, what is the question? I cannot see you. Raise your hand. Yes? Okay. How many moons Saturn have? Wow. Saturn have something like, as per the last number I remember, it was 64. 64. Why 64? Because there's so many small moons, so many moons. 60. The reason why it's going almost like the same number of Jupiter moons, because Saturn is very strong in the gravity. It's able to pull lots of objects from outside, like asteroids and kind of things, and the rings are producing every time to time something new. So the spacecraft Cassini have observed at least 3 more new moons in the ring system. So number is an escalation. Any more questions? Oh yes, please. Ah, thank you for asking. Okay. Everybody look at my hand. I have a special tool which will point toward the planet Saturn. Here's planet Saturn. Easy? That's Mars. That's Saturn. That's Antares, the heart of the Scorpion. Okay, this is planet Jupiter. Unlike that, you have lots of stars also can be seen. Tonight I can show you some of the star constellation here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is 5th one should be here, 6th here, 7th here. Take these 2 stars and come this way. Shiraz, can we see the North Star? I'm old guy, my eyesight is not so strong. Here? Down? Left? Left? Mahmoud. Okay. Okay, this one. This one. Yeah, this is the star. That's a Polaris. That's star called Polaris. Yep, beautiful. The sky we can have, but not in Dubai. Okay, Dubai have a lot of pollution. Okay, everybody, can we just start to queue up and gradually give ourselves a chance to observe the best. Mahmoud, can you just give me the screen? On the main screen you can see the picture. Ladies and gentlemen, please just be careful, be careful. Look, there is a wires in between, so just be careful for the wires. Take it easy, everybody. This is a live view of planet Saturn on the screen. I'll try to make it more clear, but you can see the same image you see on all the telescopes, the same beautiful image of the planet Saturn.
That's what the games do. It's the exposure, just the light. What's this? I don't know anything anymore.
You may see a little bit of band on the Saturn, you can see it now here. And if just, the reason we are looking at kind of vibration here, we're having, it's kind of earthly heat, which is gaining in front of the telescope, and the vibration of the atmosphere. That's why you see the image kind of vibrating. That's also able to see it on the physical images when you're looking to the screen, to the telescope. But if you concentrate, you can see in this area, this is the band on the Saturn itself, and there is a small gap comes up. That's a Cassini division. It's coming out through this image. And definitely there is lots of way to make this picture much more clearing, which is by image processing. We can capture the film, and then we can process the image, and it can come out exactly like the picture we have seen in the presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's remember it's very hot tonight and the wind is less. Let's give chance to the people fast kind of action, so people can see all of us together, and then we can come back gradually and look for furthermore to give the chance for people to look, because everybody is anxious to see the Saturn with their eyes.
Hi, I attended one of your lectures from St. Mary's Catholic High School Dubai like a couple of years ago. You gave us those asteroids and stuff, and I still have it.
Thank you.
So thank you very much for organizing this.
Awesome. Anytime, anytime.
I wanted to go to the other event, but I was really busy, so I had something for you. But thank you so much. This is great.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
You may notice that the slight movement of the telescope can be seen in the effect on the screen. These telescopes are very delicate machines. You should not touch them. So whenever you're observing, please do not touch the telescope when you're observing. Otherwise, what will happen that the object will move from its position and you won't be able to see anything. Very nice questions here. How do we know the composition of Saturn? Why we have not reached to Saturn? Okay, the light which comes from Saturn, it have every information you need. That's it, not it's not only just for the Saturn. For any object which emits the light or bounce the light from it, you can study its structure. Like for example, when we receive light from the stars, these lights can tell us exactly what's the composition of the star through the spectroscopy. We go and open the light and make it in 7 colors, and in that we start to look for the signs of emission or subtraction of what we call the elements. And from there we can study the composition of material which comes into the stars. Similar to that exactly, it happens with planets. All the planets emit the lights, so you can understand exactly what this planet is made of. That's a very simple way to answer that. Plus, there is something amazing is happening all the way. We have spacecrafts, which are orbiting the planets. Like now in the Saturn, there is a spacecraft called Cassini. The Cassini spacecraft is roaming around on orbit around Saturn, sending to us beautiful images. That's from year 2006 till now. So almost completed 20 years now. Moving furthermore to continue till next year, and then we're going to send Cassini to plunge into the atmosphere of the Saturn to study the composition of Saturn with the high detail. Okay.
Young soldier.
Buy the ticket apparently after 9. ये साइज का भी है अभी ये
That you guys are to the floor. Yeah, okay, fine. I would suggest that you have only once you've got
Are there telescopes in which you can see more bigger, like the times?
Look,
Inside.
you got to love it.
I would suggest that you have
16 inch,
Oh my god. So that's the biggest?
which we have at the moment.
No, in the whole.
No, definitely not. This is 16 inch. That's almost like a half meter. We're going to have here 1 meter and plus, and then we're going to have another project which having 2 meters. And inshallah, things are going with us. Inshallah. We'll take all of the numbers and we're going to keep them in small chunks. And then we put. Yeah, because we can write the number. On the we write say 1 or 2. Then we can call them name. Or you can do them. Create a serial on this and then write it in small paper. Mr. So and so, number 1.
Okay, when they are giving back, I have to write their name
And telephone number and email.
That was the opening of the shutter. Okay? But don't worry about it. No explosions are here.
Yes.
I want to buy a new telescope, but I want to know if like the magnification of 150 is good enough. Is it like a good start for seeing?
Definitely, definitely. Actually, the magnification will go, even with the small telescopes, the magnification is going to go amazingly with you. Like this telescopes can go up to 300. For those small ones, what you see there, it can go up to 200. It depends on the eyepiece which you put behind it. So the lower the number of the eyepiece, which is the focal point of the eyepiece, the bigger the picture will look.
Okay, so more clear.
Not more clear. Let's make a kind of clear-cut formula. The more you magnify, the less light will become. The less you magnify, the wider the angle become, and the brighter the object will become. And you can observe this on different telescopes here.
So Celestron is a good option, right?
Saturn Opposition means another option. You have quite a few options. I mean, like Discovery Channel. They have some telescopes, and you have also some brands like Sky Watchers are there. So there are quite a few brands you can work with. The most important thing, if you go to our website, there is an article about how to select a telescope. So that you can, I would advise you should take that first, or you can Google it out. There's lots of videos and articles about how to select a good telescope. Definitely don't buy one first. First go through this. You can come down to us, ask us the questions. We'll be at your disposal to give you the answer. We can show you the examples of things which you have something available like this one. Look at what exactly will happen if you took something like this. So this way your expectation will become more realistic. And then when you check the telescope, then you can enjoy it. Otherwise, what will happen? You will buy the telescope usually, and when they look at things, hey, the picture is better than this. This doesn't satisfy me the way I wanted. They will be disappointed of what they are watching. Actually, they didn't make their homework. It's not the fault of the telescope. You get the point? So you have to understand, okay, Saturn will look just like this, so how am I going to get a picture of Saturn beautifully like the magazine? Oh, no, you have to do some processing. There is eye limitation, there is telescope limitation, there is weather limitation. There's so many things to understand about it. And then you can produce that beautiful image. That beautiful image did not come with one single shot. That's the thing. So, educate yourself more, study it. That's the beauty of astronomy. It opens for you doors of options. Beautiful. We should rest. Okay. The rings actually it was a moon. It came close and it started broke up because of the gravity, pull and push. That moon have rooms around it because of the gravity and the orbit, and it started to crush each other, the pieces, and that becomes thinner and thinner and thinner, and more material spread off. Now there are small moons. Imagine the big moon was something like 500 kilometer wide. The smaller things just now is 1 or 2 kilometers, but they are maintaining the ring and not allowing the particles to fall. Dust from dust level to boulder. Around Saturn? No, actually they are in orbit around it. Orbiting the planet. Exactly. Anti-clockwise. You can figure it out. Just look through the door, the size of the telescope. No, it's just... Take it from that side, please. From that side, please. Will you be able to see Jupiter from that as well? From that one? Yeah, I think so, but that not now. It will start with Saturn. Right? With Saturn.
That's really moving or? Moving so fast.
No, actually,
It is Earth and both are
I'm using the motors to track it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the people who have filled the suggestions and the feedback, can they just write their name and telephone number and email? That will be very helpful for us to track them out, because we're going to number them, and then we're going to call them back, inshallah. Yeah. Hand it over to the registration counter at the back, please. Now, the people here standing in the queue, we would just open it in a while, not now at the moment, because the Saturn not have reached to the right height. And if you feel comfortable, you can have a sitting here with us, because definitely we are available all the night for that. So just feel comfortable for yourself. Alhamdulillah, we don't have so much rush of that. So standing here, I don't think it's that comfortable with that. And if you need any help, please, we'll be more than happy to help you with that. You can avail the tickets at the back if you like, and definitely sitting down is very helpful for all of us, inshallah. Thank you.
Roughly, how long will it be open?
I think we are talking about 15 minutes more. 15 minutes.
She has a question.
Sure.
As in the third
The constellation of you want to see the constellation of Scorpio? Yes, definitely. Actually, it is visible but very lightly. But let me try to show it to you. Scorpio. Imagine with me. Come on, man. Okay. There are 3 sets of stars in this constellation, was very prominent. Let the plane goes away, then I can shoot the laser.
Is it actually that powerful that the plane would get distracted? Really? Okay.
Very dangerous. It can burn. Okay, now look at the sky. See this star? This star set. They are part of the constellation of Scorpio, which is basically here is the close, and here is the whole big area of the Scorpion available. I can show it to you on the screen if you like, in a while.
That'd be great. Should we just grab a seat?
Yeah, definitely. You can have a seat, please.
Thank you so much.
Most welcome, inshallah. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
OBS, right?
OBS means?
Opening broadcast software.
No, I'm not.
It's like the symbol is there.
Yeah, but I'm not using it. Previously, we used to transfer at the beginning when I was talking, That at the time my son was broadcasting the things to the YouTube, but now is I'm just capturing the image for sake of record.
Okay.
Yep. That is the capture.
Yeah, what's the situation?
Yes, yes, please.
He's saying one